Make me feel good. Okay, there we go. Now we're live.
Hey, Mom.
Boom, boom, boom. Appreciate the likes. All right, let me put the Discord on live. What's good? Just turned on the live. I went live on YouTube and I forgot I went live. And then I had a whole bunch of people talking and I felt embarrassed, so I ended the live. All right, there we go. Bum, bum, ba, bum, bum, bum. What was I doing? What was I doing? Yeah, oh, nice. I have a Prospect 2 with 3 traits. Oh, that reminds me. I need to try and take Affinity so I can hear the comments. What runes do I have? 1 second, I'll show you. All right, connecting. Come on. Appreciate the follow. All right, there we go. I have 20% luck, 12% faster mining, 38% mine power, and 10% yield is what I have on mine. I could get better ones, but my luck just sucks. Well, if you're going to use Etherealite to make any type of ore or any type of one, all you really need to do is use Etherealite, Cryptex, Largite, and then one other high level one like Moonstone, and then I'll easily make it. I've only gotten one that has 3. I haven't been getting runes lately. All right, let's see here. Let's go farm some mobs for a little. Let's go farm some mobs for a minute. There we go. Was good, everybody. Damage per second is 268.3 with the sword. What's up, YouTube? How's it going? Sorry I missed any of your guys' comments. I was getting everything all set. Which one do you currently have? What's good, Roman? Alright, I'm gonna farm the Yetis for a little bit to get some hearts. I got YouTube on as well. There's people in YouTube chat typing right now. Titanium. I would say you're on the second island still, right? That's pretty good. I'm saving up to try to get some gargantuan. How's it going, Dylan? I would say try to go with the progression. So, if I remember correctly, Titanium is really close to Mithril, so I would go for Mithril, and then go for Arcane, or go straight to Arcane. And then once you got Arcane, then go for the second one on the third island. And then once you got that, then go for... Then follow the progression, because it's going to force you to. Oh, I need to get some luck. You don't get the hearts to drop without luck. You have 80k right now. Okay, yeah, just go straight for the Arcane then. You have 80k. Do you have the Goblin class? Because if you do, it'd be a lot cheaper that way. Your best, so World 3 best bet, it would be to farm the pebbles, because you can mine them very quickly. And then once you got that, and got a little bit better of a pickaxe, then go ahead and mine the boulders in that one spot that you can go AFK. That's going to be your best bet to make money, is to do it AFK. While you're doing something else, just put on... Wait, you're talking about Gargantuan? I would try to get one more Gargantuan, that way you can get the even traits on it. And do 4 and 2. Where was I going? You can, so if you can get your armor up strong enough to where you can survive fighting, your best bet would be to fight these guys right here and just farm them a lot. If you spend an hour farming these guys right here and the Yetis, you'll gain a lot of money quickly. Because you get anywhere between 200 to 800. Appreciate the follow. How do I get the 200 plus spear? I have 800 tickets from the Sanus drop pick. Don't worry about getting the Candy Cane one. The Candy Cane one's not that good. The Hellblade is all you need. I made that mistake and bought it. Alright, now we're gonna go back to the farming. Your main bet is just to try to focus getting better ores. save up to try to get the arcane pickaxe so that you can be able to farm in the volcano area, and then once you can farm in the volcano area, then work towards saving up for the pickaxe on the third island. There we go, got a Yeti heart that time. Oh, you mean to get the third one? If you rolled away your Archangel, then all you need to do is just farm the mobs. Farm them long enough, and then you'll get enough essence where you can make enough money. No, I never was able to roll it. I have Dwarf private server, but it's anyone could join it if they add me. I have Dwarf, Angel, and Vampire. I did that for a reason. Current one I'm using right now is 2 Golem Heart, 2 Yeti Heart, 2 Void Star, and an Evil Eye. Yeah, killing Yetis is the best option for when you're farming, because you also get Yeti Hearts. They give the most money too. Phalanx is better than Dragonborn. No, we got 4 people on. You're welcome to add me. Just add my Roblox name at the top, and then let me know what you have. You can make armor, and then go ahead and turn it in for more money. But I would save the Yeti Hearts for making really good weapons. Yeah, you can. Void Fractals from the crystals. Alright, see you later, buddy. Mr. Clip It, PT, like on the top right corner, right below the money. I would do armor. I would just sit there and farm. Let's farm the either do one of 2 things: either AFK the boulders, or farm the mobs. I would, if you're trying to just like make money with it, I would do 10, 10, 10, and 10 with something else. Alright, let me pull up Roblox 1 second. I have to do it from my... so I could be able to make more weapons. I'm specifically farming them for that reason, but also to make money at the same time. Appreciate the follow. I got you guys added. You gotta do the Raven quests. Appreciate all the follows. For the sword I'm using, two golems, 2 Yeti Hearts, 2 Void Star, and then 1 Evil Eye. You can also use Surafall too. Surafall would be better. Yeah, Mr. Clip It and then TT at the end. And as far as what weapons to forge with the Yeti Hearts, I would just do anything that has at least 10. So like do 15 Yeti Hearts, 15 of one other ore, and 15 of one other ore, and you'll get the most value that way. If you're gonna do armor. If you do weapons, I would use it only for like making really good weapons that you're gonna use. Man, I'm not getting any Yeti Hearts. I actually need to kill 15 Crystal Golem and 5 Elite Orc as well. 2 Golem Heart, 2 Yeti Heart, 2 Void Star, and then Evil Eye. I would use her Fall though instead of Evil Eye. I just used that just because that's what I had at the time. But I'm trying to fight the boss, which reminds me, I need to go fight him right now. I'm trying to get a drop. I need to be able to make my recipe. Alright, there we go. Enter. Do you? If you're on console, you'll have to click on the servers button. Oh, I actually got a Yeti Heart that time. Nice. Now I just need one more. Golem Heart. That's what I meant. Okay. Yeah, it has critical chance, and then it has a chance to freeze. It's the best way if you have good materials. If you don't have good materials, then farming like this is the best way. It should be at the very bottom. She's over there somewhere. I think she's on her own server. Mostly every day. She's better at certain things. I'm better at making weapons. She has better luck than me, though.
Yeah, I got the stolen heart twice in one day.
Yeah, she got the stolen heart twice in one day. And I had a viewer, Jose, give me one. Alright, I just need to fight golems now. I'm gonna try to make the Surafall recipe next. Unless I can get Gargantuan. Kind of annoying how much the rage things drop. It takes me forever to be able to get rid of all of them whenever I get them. There we go. So if you can get it, the double mine shards is what you want to go with. So mining power is the main thing you want to focus on. Mining power and swift mining, or mining power and luck. You don't ever just want to put one by itself unless you can't get one with good mining power. I only have one that's just mining power by itself. I don't got any Robux at the moment. But I thought about doing a giveaway here sometime next week, since I figured out that you can give people spins. Alright, I need... two Yeti Heart, 2 Golem Heart, 2 Void Star, and Surafall. You can pretty much put anything with a high multiplier. Alright. Farming for essence, but not selling the essence. So just farming mobs, or basically AFK mining and then turning it into armor chest plates. Kind of depends on what you prefer to do. I don't have any Roblox. If I had the materials, I would do 2 Gargantuan, 2 Golem Hearts, and 2 Yeti Hearts, and then I would add an Eyesight, so that I could be able to get the freeze effect as well. That's what I would do if I had all the materials. As far as like runes on a sword, Drain Edge with critical chance, and then Prospect 2. I have one that has 3 on it, but Prospect 2 so that it buffs the eyesight. You want to have a higher chance for it to freeze more often, so that way you can freeze them constantly, and then they can't fight back. That's why just the 1 eyesight. I know it'll be a while before they nerf that. How's it going, Smalley? How am I only got greater essence from that? That's weird. It is so hard to AFK these crystals now. I'll be grinding until I have to go to bed for work, so probably about another 2, maybe 3 hours. I'll be off by like 12, probably. How did that end up getting... Whoops. It's clicking off my screen by accident. This is not my best version of the sword I'm gonna make. This is just a temporary placeholder. But currently, right now, this is the recipe I want to remake and not have this particular brand. But this is the one I'm currently using right now. It has 110% critical chance, 24% attack speed boost, the freeze ability, the snow ability, lifesteal, and 49.44% critical damage. And then I have Drain Edge with critical damage on there, and then I have Prospect with critical chance, and a couple others. It's a pretty good sword. These 2 runes I'm saving, but I want to do 2 Gargantuan, 2 Golem Hearts, and then 2 Yeti Hearts, and then either an Eyesight or some other high multiplier to make it even better. I don't get bored of the game. It's like RuneScape, if you've ever heard of that game. There's always something to do. How much does it cost to remove the runes? I'm not going to do it, but I just want to see how much it would be. Just as much as the 3 golem, 3 volt. The gauntlet. So the oh, you're talking about, yeah. You're welcome to join. I would just focus on farming mobs until you get the money. Infinite freeze. So you said it was. Let me read that again. 3 golem, 3 void, and 3 Seraphals, and 1 eyesight. I'll have to give that a shot. I've been trying to get the, what is the name of it? The claws, whatever. I tried making one and I didn't get a good recipe out of it, but that's my goal is to get that. All right, I need to mine 2 more large and then 5 floating crystals. Not looking forward to that. Yeah, you're welcome to join. Just add me, and then let me know what you've added me. Oh. Yeah, I tried to get one with that low of the thing, and it didn't work out. I don't have good luck. I kept getting like 4 seconds. The other one that I have here, that one I made out with out of eyesight. Yeah, you'd have to add me first. Yeah, that's been my issue. Miner shards fast, just farm the bomber skeletons and second world, and just go in a circle farming them. There's like there's 3 or 4 of them that spawn there, and you just keep farming them over and over and over again. Actually, let me do this. I've learned that luck does actually matter when it comes to farming materials. I used to think, oh, the more you farm, the better. It's actually not that way. Oh, you're fine, Joe. No worries. Alright, I need 2 more large crystals. If you have... Yeah, I would roll one up. You only need 1, so yeah, I would definitely roll 1. It's all random, so it's RNG, so you're just gonna have to... There we go. Actually gotta drop that time. Mid-game, if you're on Island 2, farming the basalt veins and then just turn that into equipment, because you can AFK it. You'll get about 30 to 50k per one. If you're on Island 3, I would farm, if you can get it, farm the icy boulders. If you're not quite that far yet, farm the pebbles, and just turn that into money. It is really easy to make money with the pebbles because you get better materials than you do on the volcanic rocks. It's worth more. All right, we need... Oh, you have prismatic, then... If you have prismatic, then just go straight for the large crystals. Farm large crystals. Pebble method's really fast to make money, but if you just farm large crystals and take the time, really quick. You added me already? All right, let me see. All right, I got you. But I would farm large crystals. I make about 360 or more in an hour. Man. Is luck really that important to get Yeti drops? That's crazy. I just got 2 Yeti hearts in a row. Oh, I didn't get that time though. Yeah, give me just a minute. I'm trying to finish a quest. I'll show you the spot that I go. Since I have a quest, I usually fully mine them. But whenever I don't have a quest, I'll half mine. Floating crystals or whatever you call the new ones, the Heart of the Isle or whatever. I mean, just make sure you have luck and stuff like that, and not break it halfway and then walk away and go farm something else, and then come back, and then once you hear the little thing reset, then you're good to come back to it. But there's not like a fast way to get them to recycle. You kind of, I mean, if you wanted to, if you had a private server, you can just leave and rejoin until they spawn. Just farming them. Just like downstairs in the new area. If you farm... when I'm money grinding, I go with the cheap stuff for me to farm. So large crystals, I'll just farm them left and right. How's it going, Charles? Oh yeah, I'm using armor. You just can't see it because I have it hidden. But this is what my armor looks like. See? I just have it turned off because I don't like. Nice. I just don't like looking at it. Do you have an editor? No. I just do it for fun. So luck really does matter when you're fighting. 2 Golem Heart, 2 Yeti Heart, 2 Void Star, and then whatever else you want. I might end up dying. Yeah, minor shards are difficult to get. As far as farming the boss, make sure you always have luck. And if you have Angel, try using that. I've gotten. Oh, you're fine. No worries. That's the only times that I've actually been able to get minor shards is when I've had. I've done that before. I had not a Health Slayer, but I had a Cutlass that was really, really good, and I messed it up and got like 85% on it, and made it way lower than it should have been. Yeah, that's pretty good, but I would replace the 2 Seraphal with 2 Yeti Hearts, so that way you have a 60% critical chance. And that way, whenever you add in the other 20%, it gives you a little bit higher of a boost. So then it'd be like 80%. Me personally, though, I prefer to do Yeti Hearts, Golem Hearts, and Void Star, so I get the maximal possible critical damage. It's 96%. It's impossible. I still haven't got it. Gargantuan I thought was going to be impossible, but I eventually get it. I did get that. Alright, now I just need 2 more floating crystals. There we go. Farming these guys right here. The orcs. And the golems. Now that they spawn them so much. I haven't got any. That's just really, really rare. Like, I've been playing. I've got. Let's see. I have 300 hours in the game. So I must go here so you can see. As far as farming the mobs, usually about 50 to 60k. You can get about 300k in an hour. Welcome back. Where's the thing so I can move? Oh, here we go. Nope, that's not it. Okay. I have 300 hours in the game. and out of the 300 hours, I have not gotten one single Heavenite, and I've been at level 200 and been able to farm that since the update came out, and I have not gotten it. So Heavenite is very, very rare. It is, in my opinion, impossible to get. Unless you are just willing to drop a bunch of totems over and over and over again. No worries. Come and go as you guys please. As far as right now, the peak is better because you don't get trash out of large crystals. Actually, farming the Heart of the Isle is very good for Gargantuan or small red crystals. Those are the two best ways. You can get them out of any of the red ones, so I would just farm the Raven Cave. Gargantuan is just it's just one of those things you just have to spend time mining. There's a statistics that they dropped that states that every 12 hours of mining that you do, you get one Gargantuan. I'm going to once I get better ones. See ya, Camille. Alright, now we just need one more floating rune. Floating crystal, I mean. 3 minutes till boss, for those that are playing as well. Yeah, I'll be live in an hour or two. Just make sure you have notifications turned on YouTube, and you'll see it pop up. This game has a lot of RNG. Sword recipes: 2 Yeti Heart, 2 Golem Heart, 2 Void Star, and then I chose Evil Eye, but I'm gonna remake it once I get my second Yeti Heart and do it with Surafall instead. Armor is a little bit hard to explain because I didn't pay attention to my recipe. So I'm not quite sure exactly the materials I had in it. I used all of the higher level crystals. I know I used Aetherite, or not Aetherite, but what's it called? Velshire, because I love to have movement speed. Yeah, it's possible that you played with me. I've been playing with a lot of people for the past week. By RNG, usually I get chaos. What's up, Bite? Sword damage is with the upgraded to level 7. This is not the best one, so keep that in mind. 268. The recipe that I had with the crappy one was 279. But if I can actually get better, appreciate it, Untold. If I could redo the Gargantuan one that I had, and I got Hellblade on it, or the other one, or Chaos, it would be at 301 for base. I was hoping I could get some Gargantuan to remake it. Early game, just focus on doing the quest because you'll level up pretty quickly and you'll get money pretty quickly. And then once you're done with the quest to the point where you can go to the next world, farm pebbles. But also, if you're gonna try to make money with any type of ores, just turn it into chest plates. It's the best way to make money. I want Archangel really badly, but me getting it is like not gonna happen. I really like how powerful Dwarf is, and Vampire and Angel, so I probably won't switch. Because whenever I go to fight with Vampire, I can't die with the boss. Farm these guys right here if you're at that level. If not, farm Volcanic area. And just farm the mobs over and over and over again. Because every time you farm a mob, you get money for farming that, and that's not even the essence. So if you sell your essence too, it would be another 100,000 or more. Just depends on the drops. Alright, should be time to fight the boss. That's so lucky. Alright, time to fight the boss. Alright, let's put Vampire on. Alright, and we have luck. Okay, we're good. For Ice Holder, use Eyesight and Snow White. Use Snow White, Eyesight, and one other high level ore that you have access to. And do 2, 2, 2, and 1. So like do 2 Eyesight, 2 Snow White, 2 of another ore. Ooh, that's not good. Oh man, at least I got a rune out of it. Alright, let's see what we got. Frostspec 2. Critical damage 15%. That's not terrible. What's the percentage? 25%? 23%? 29%? 38%. That one's actually pretty good. 17%? 31%. So it's looking like that's the best one. Okay. Hey, what's up, buddy? How you doing, Disney? Missed you too, buddy. How you been? How's life been going? How to do the frozen bullet? Oh, you just need to use 1 eyesight so that it has a low chance. 268, but I'm going to be remaking it as soon as I can get another Golden Heart. I'm trying to get a Hellblade with at least 300. No, Hellblade's the best. Yeah. That's a really good one. It's crazy that you need to spend 400,000 to add and remove runes. If you have, well, you want to have a low. You want to have a low, low number for the cooldown as the main thing you're focusing on. And then you want to have a higher percentage, so you want to use Frostspec 2 to make that percentage go up.
I take this one off and put that other shield rest on?
I mean, you can, yeah. If it has 3 traits on and your other one only has 2, I would do the one with 3. I still don't quite understand what snow does on Chill Dust, because it doesn't really feel like it does anything. Now you got demon and demon. That's hilarious. You need about 15 spins to get Goblin. That's how much it typically takes me. I've rerolled Goblin many times. Now that I got the latest pickaxe, I don't need it right now, so I kept Vampire. I have 2 rolls I could use, but I don't want to take a chance. And I mean, that's not bad to have that. That's a flex. I would take a screen. I'd make a TikTok on that. That is a flex. There's people that have spent hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars to try to get Archangel. Can you... No, there's not really a possible way to one-shot bosses, but you can do a lot of damage to it. Goblin's kind of hard to get when you want it. It's always like the one thing that you want you never get, but when you don't want it, you get it. I have one that has luck and mining damage, another one that has mining damage and swift, and then 1 mining damage by itself, and then 1 with luck and yield. 2 Yeti Heart, 2 Golem Heart, 2 Void Star, and then this one has a Evil Eye, but I'm gonna use a different one here soon. I'm not sure if you did it, how you did that, because that's not normal for you to be able to do that with bad weapons. How many Yeti Hearts do we have? Well, I got 19, that's pretty good. How's it going, Rish? Alright, I'm trying to decide what I want to farm. I need 1 more Golem Heart, and I can only get that from fighting the boss. The new code drop. So it's the same one that they've had, but it's just 5 rolls and 150 tickets. Yeah. Have 5 what? 5 million in essence. If you've been farming a lot, if not, it sounds like an exploiter might have gotten to your lobby. Because I've not had that directly happen, but I've heard people that has had that happen where exploiters got in their lobby and then they had random stuff that they're not supposed to have. And exploiters do that to try to get people banned. If you just AFK'd, then you're fine. I'm curious how much this drops the heart. Well, it's seeming like it's not going to be easy. Oh, that was fast. That's surprising. Alright, now we're going to test our theory. My theory is if we add more luck, it'll make me drop the heart. What's up, buddy? Welcome back. Let's see. Doing pretty good. Alright, I didn't get that time. Let's see. Okay. No worries. I'll catch you later. Thanks for hanging out in the stream. It's possible. I'll look in the Discord, though. That'll tell me. The Forge, codes. No, it's still there. It's still listed. If it's they took the New Year code down. Oh, you're good. I always check the Discord. Pretty much you can find anything you want to know in there. Good to see you too. Hope you have a good night. Oh, I actually got it. Okay, so yeah, farming with Angel does get you the prismatic heart. Okay, good to know. One in 333,000, I think. Or 33,333. Let's see. 1 in 33,333. Oh my gosh, I can't talk. I'll actually remove this because I don't need to have that on there anymore, to be honest. Alright, let me redo that again. Weapon. What do you mean? Oh, you, oh, then they need to take that out of Discord then. Usually they don't do that. I thought about doing a build with the Prismatic Heart, the Yeti Heart, and the Golem Heart, and then a Surfall to see what kind of damage it would get. Appreciate the follow. Right now it's 269, but my best version so far of my best recipe had Gargantuan in it, and it was at 289. So I'm trying to shoot for the same recipe, but get Hellblade, which will probably make it 301. I can do that much damage because of the buffs. Critical chance makes it to where you hit for the max. I do, yes. After my pickaxe build, I got my first Gargantuan. And that just made it even better today. The only thing that sucks about straight swords is if you're directly underneath them, it doesn't do any damage. Yeah, I'm doing 605. Something like that. 605, yeah, is what the damage I'm getting. But that's not necessarily what I get on my sword. What the base is. So I'm getting basically, because it's critical chance 100%, it does double damage. Because I have the critical damage boost on there. I would definitely try to work for higher. I have critical damage of 50% more, so that's why. What'd you do to your ankle? Come on, let's spawn. I need another one. There we go. On the weapon, 2 Golem Heart, 2 Yeti Heart, 2 Void Star, and Evil Eye, but I'm going to be replacing it with Surfall. Because I can't get Gargantuan right now. If I AFK, I probably would. How many times do I kill this to get another heart? I ran out of luck, so I'm going to go get. What you mean? That's the Christmas one. That's not what I'm using. If I had a choice and I had really good runes, I would just do 268 currently, but I have critical chance. The fist. What's up? Oh, and the best weapon in the recipe, the one that I had, it would be 301 base damage, but I haven't been able to get it. I kept getting Cutlass. This is a lesser version of the recipe that I have. I always use the same base: the 2 Golem, the 2 Yeti Heart, and 2 Void Star, and then whatever else I have for a high multiplier is what I add on the last ore. Alright, I sent him a message in chat for you. If you have 2 Gargantuan, I would do 2 Gargantuan, 2 Golem Heart, and 2 Yeti Heart. Or 3 Gargantuan if you have it. In the first cave, I never actually AFK'd in the first area. I got out of that as quickly as possible. How does the yield rune work? Basically, every time you mine an ore, it has a 10% chance to spawn 2 of the high-level ores. So, for example, if I'm farming a rock and an Aetheryte pops up, there's a 10% chance that I'll get 2 of them. And the higher percentage chance, the greater chance to get 2. And it only goes based upon whatever the highest level ore is. So Aetheryte or Eyesight, any of those kind. No, I have the Crimsonite one. I'm using whatchamacallit, the Crimsonite one. Whatever dragon, whatever you want to call it, the dragon head pickaxe. I have that. I have this as just to hold on to. I don't use it. Ugh. That's brothers for you. What are you trying to do on Morrowind? What's it asking for? All right, please give me a heart. I need 1 heart. See you, Jen. If you have a private server, leaving and joining is your best bet to get the floating to spawn. Bro, I just want 1 more heart. Why is it so hard to get this to drop? Yeah, snow's not that good. Alright, I'm gonna try something. We're gonna put the luck boost on and see what happens. Can I actually hit this thing? Jeez. Bruh. Large essence only. What the heck? Two Golem Heart, two Yeti Heart, two Void Star, and then Evil Eye, but I'm going to switch it to Gargantuan or Surafall if I can get it. I have Surafall, but I don't have Gargantuan. If I had Gargantuan, it'd make the perfect recipe. Oh, there we go. I finally got it again. Alright, perfect. We're halfway there. I wonder how the recipe would be if I did 2, 2, and 2 of... I have an idea for a recipe. Forge. What if I did 2 of these, 2 of those? Two these. And 2 eyesight. How much do you need for a oh, because I'm in the third world, I can't get gauntlets. Duh. Let's go test this out real quick. It's like, why couldn't I get the thing? All right, that's why. Okay, so 2 Yeti Heart, 2 Prismatic Heart, 2 Void Star, 2 Eyesight. And that would be a gauntlet. I'm testing something out. What if I did 2 of those? All right, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Oh, dang. That was the worst thing for me to get. I was hoping for Savage Claws. Dang it. Yeah, that's terrible. I actually have my wife that's also a moderator that's in the chat for me. I don't have a lot of people that come in the chat very often to where I would need one. She watches the streams for me. We should look at that. That's a good point. Critical chance was at 64%. Current sword is at 268. I was trying to see if I could get what would the gauntlets look like with that. I was just messing around just to see. Because I don't have hundreds of viewers. Not anymore anyways, I used to. And then TikTok started to suppress me, and I'm just now getting back to where I was. Alright, let's see here. What if we did... I bet you I could probably make a good recipe with the golems. All right, we got 5 more minutes to fight the boss. Favorite is Hellblade. I have multiple versions. Yeah, I'm on right now on my main server. It's Josh, CNR, and Car Guy that's on. Let's see here. 110% is what I have currently. Oh, this one has a 64%. The best beginner armor is to use any of the new stuff that you can. So you won't be at this point yet. So I would do Frost Fossil, Tide Carve, and Sanctus, or Velshire, Tide Carve, and Frost Fossil. My gosh, can't talk. Those are pretty easy to get if you farm the boulders. If you don't have the boulders, that's not the one I'm wearing. That's just the one I have. That's the Christmas pickaxe. Welcome back, cool kid. This is my actual pickaxe that I'm using, the dragon one. You just can't see it because I have to move it over. That's the actual pickaxe I'm wearing. Yeah, no, you come over here to Santa. And it's this one right here. Aqua pick. You can stack luck up to an hour. It's only the Santa potions that you can't. And the minor potions, or the minor potions, it does that. Luck, you can go up to an hour. If you're stuck on Aqua, let's see, what's the base damage on that? 200. Mist is 250. So what I would do is I would grind the Christmas stuff, get the pickaxe from here. I would go ahead and get the candy cane and get that and use the luck boost and farm the boulders and AFK the boulders and then get a bunch of money, and then you should be at that point be able to No, we can only buy pickaxes. We can't actually make them. No, so I'll actually show you here. It'll get back up. Farming mobs. If you look, if you check, so we can farm pebbles, right? And then you come over here. You can farm rocks. I'm pretty sure you can farm boulders with this. I'm almost positive. Well, we'll find out. Yeah, you can farm boulders. So just buy this pickaxe, and you can farm the icy boulders. Farm these. Farming or making chest plates. Appreciate the follow. But yeah, buy the candy cane one, and then you can farm the boulders, and then that'll get you farther quicker, and you can make better armor. Appreciate the follow. The easy answer is the easiest answer to it. There's no easy method to get money. It's going to require you to grind no matter what. So you're going to either have to sit there for an hour and fight monsters. Boss, thank you. Or you're going to have to sit there and grind and mine ores. Either way, it's going to take time. we need to switch over to dwarf, not dwarf, just kidding. Vampire. All right, we have luck running, so good. It can be like that sometimes. That's new. Why was it so much damage? Did they buff the boss when you're fighting with people? Yeah, I remember you. Because that did not used to do that much damage. They buffed the boss. That's annoying. Since when does it do that much damage? That's crazy. That's alright, though. Alright, let's see here. Put our luck back on. And then let's switch over to Angel. And then I want to go and farm the large crystals and stuff. If you wanted to, it's not gonna be really fast, but if you wanted to spend the time, spend 4 hours farming Yetis. Farm Yetis if you can, if you're strong enough, and farm that for about 3 or 4 hours. You'll get about roughly about 1 million, and then when you're sleeping at nighttime, let your computer AFK. Yeah, then farm these guys over and over and over and over again. You can get about 300,000 per hour, and they spawn pretty fast. As far as in what way? Alright, I'm gonna farm some large crystals while I wait for them to spawn. Nice, that's really good. My current one has 268. Anything above 240 is honestly pretty decent, because if you have high critical chance, I would farm the crystals. Then I would, if you have that pickaxe, I would farm boulders and AFK it, and AFK it for like an hour or two, and then make it into materials, and you'll get about 140,000. The main best way is, in my personal opinion, is farming mobs and then switching out to farming ores and going back and forth, not staying in one task so you don't get burnout. Yeah. Anything that's above 260, 250 is pretty good. Especially if you add the critical chance boost when you're fighting. Just gotta add my Roblox same. If you have the void pickaxe or no, you have the, what is that name one? Frost, I think. I would focus on farming, get good armor. So farm the large crystals, make a Velshire and other crystals armor. That way you can get at least base 400 or 500 health. Yeah. Yeah, you won't be able to mine large crystals yet, but you can mine medium, which is actually still pretty decent. So if I would focus on just getting what you can from the medium, and then making the armor, and then fighting the Yeti and all the other ones. Like, I just got 1,000 right there. What'd you get?
Oh, this one?
Did you get a gargantuan?
Yeah, out of the medium crystal.
My wife just got a gargantuan out of medium crystal. Lucky duck. Yep. Gotcha. I wish I had that luck too. I've only gotten 3 gargantuans so far.
Okay, you've got more than I have. That's my second one. But I did get 2 stolen hearts, I guess.
Yeah, she also's gotten 2 stolen hearts. Yeah, that would be a good build, but I would add 1 more ore. Because if you use 7, you have a higher chance to get a Hellblade. I've always used 7 and I've gotten. There's another Yeti heart. I kind of want to 260. That would be a better recipe, Mark. All right, let me see, how much do we have of essence? Ooh. That might actually be beneficial for me to sell. I have all these rage marks that I don't want. I probably shouldn't sell this though, because I got annoyed by how long it took me to get it the stuff again when I was trying to make it. I'll just sell these. There needs to be a button where I can just select a certain thing and then it pull all of them. Because I do not want to... Well, I guess I could go in there and favorite it and do it that way. Let's just do that, I guess. Lifesteal Runes is not in the 3rd island. You have to go back to the 2nd and farm the Reaper to get Drain Edge. That's the only way to get Lifesteal Runes. Alright, we want to keep that. This. Make sure you have luck when you go farm them. Use the luck potions. And then if you have the dedicated player, turn that on as well too. Yeah. Stolen Heart's really hard to get. You just gotta add my username. Not really. Because Velshire has a little bit higher buff than that, because it's jump boost. on Frogite. Alright, I got all those favorited, I believe, besides grass. Okay. Now, let's do this and make sure we have all our chill dust saved. That comes from the, I can actually look at the index and tell you. Large red crystals and Heart of the Isle. All right, hold on one second. There you go, I got you. All right, let's see here. Frostspect 2, we gotta save this one. And then we need the minor shards. All right, I got those saved already. I don't need rage, I need briar. So we need to get rid of that one, get rid of that one, save that one, save that one, don't need that one, keep that one, don't need that one, keep that one, okay. And then I believe that's all I need for the runes. So I don't need rage, I don't need frostspect, I don't need venom crumb, what am I saying? All right, I don't need flame spark, I don't need rage. Okay, select all. Okay, that should, oop, nope, need that drainage. Okay. Did what? Oh, added me? I was like, you did it. Did what? Alright, I got you. Alright, that is much cleaner. Oh, that's so much better to look at now. Appreciate the follow. Got Yeti Heart. On weapons, or are you talking about on armor? On armor, I always go with Vitality with Thorn, so Briar. Weapons, Drain Edge with critical chance or Drain Edge with critical damage. And then Frostspect 2 is what I typically use. Chill Dust I don't really use because the snow effect doesn't really do much. Pickaxe, you want to do Mine Power mainly, and then Swift Mining. And if you can get the double ones where it has Swift Mining and Luck, that's the next best one to use. If you can get lucky and get one that has Mining Power and Yield, that's another good one. Appreciate the follow. But the reason why for Mine Power is so that you mine faster. Because the faster you mine, the better. It makes it to where you can make up for not having Dwarf. Max is 15%, yes. I have 38% on my pickaxe. And then I have 12% faster mining, 20% luck, and then I have 10% yield. Because if I ever get a Gargantuan, then there's a chance that I can get 2. Max is 15 for minor potions, see? That's the most you can do. But with luck, you can go up all the way to an hour before it starts to not work. See? Max is an hour. If I try to add another minor potion, see, it just resets it back to 15. That's why they let you buy 10 at a time, because that's the that's almost the maximum what you can put it to. Gets you up to 49 minutes. How many Yeti Heart do we have now? 24. Wow. I almost have enough for armor. He must have Malachite on his sword, or on his armor. I'm getting those Yeti Hearts like crazy. I still need one floating crystal. Farming this guy right here. Because it gives you more than just essence, it gives you the multiplier for the Yeti Heart. How's it going? I'll show you an example. We'll go ahead and use 10 right now to show you. Alright, so if we use 10 Yeti Heart, we'll go ahead and do cheaper ores. They do, yes. From fighting the boss. So if I were to do all this right here, to farm the Yeti. Farm the Yeti and the boss. I used all the low ores that you get from the crystals. And I just got 11,000. So that's an extra 11,000 that you get while you're farming. And those Yeti Hearts drop pretty often. So it's easy extra money. It's like killing 12 of the Yetis. Have you used all your Santa potions? Use Santa potions and you'll get them real. Yeah, for if you're at that level. If you haven't used your, if you haven't bought any Santa potions, go to the third world. If you're level 70, and get some. You'll get them. You'll get magnetite real fast. And then make sure you pop a luck potion as well. That's how I was able to get him. I've casually just been farming these jetties here, and I've already made about 100k for the last 20 minutes. Eight more minutes till the boss. I think it's dumb how bad the red crystals are when it comes to dropping stuff. You get way better stuff from farming just the normal crystals compared to that. When you do your forge recipes, make sure you do 3 and 3 or 4 and 2 or 2, 2 and 2 to get the best chance to get a Chaos Blade. There's the problem is with macros is you can only go forwards, backwards, left, and right, and the mobs don't always line up. So, for example, when you fight this Yeti, sometimes you can't hit it because you're not facing the right direction. So the only really mob that you could technically macro like that overnight would be over there. But you would have to make it basically go forwards and backwards. And you'd want to make sure you have a Hellblade so that you can reach the mobs. What I'm talking about is right here. So if you have a Hellblade and stand right about here. No, I know you can in macros. What I'm saying is right here would be the best spot to macro if you're going to macro. Because they'll spawn 3 or 4 of those, and sometimes these guys right here will spawn over here. Yeah, there are some that have them too. I just prefer straight swords. No. Raven apparently is expired. Farming there, yeah. The Forge is a fun game, yes. Five more minutes. Let's go see if we can get a Gargantuan real quick. When you click on the equipment, there's a button to the right that you can select where it shows equipped items. has a little eye in front of it, you can make it to where it's hidden by doing that. I just don't like to look at the armor because I don't think it's that cool looking. Stolen Hearts comes out of this rock right there. Golem Heart, Yeti Heart, Void Star, and then I used an Evil Eye, but I'm about to make a better one as soon as I get another Golem. I have everything I need for it. I'm gonna use Surafall instead of Evil Eye this time. Technically speaking, any of these crystals can be mined with the Prismatic Pickaxe. You just have to hide it. It has a little eye. Because as long as it says equipped, like it does right here, that means it's equipped. With the Void, yeah, that just has base of 550, so you'll be able to mine the small crystals. Honestly, there's not like a really fast way, but mining ores is going to be your best bet. Turning them into chest plates. If you're early game, if you're late game, farming the mobs in the peak is the best way. Don't bother trying to fight these spiders, they're annoying. You'll end up dying a lot if you don't have heavy armor. Their burn is very annoying. Appreciate the follow. See? I died because of their burn. Very annoying. But the fastest way to make money is to farm the mobs, because you get 500 to 1,000 per kill, and then that's not including the essence. But I don't like selling essence because it's a pain in the butt to get back once you sell it, because of how bad the luck is when it comes to upgrading things. Like, I have upgraded 982 items because I've gotten like 20. If you're in the second world, what I did was I farmed the basalt veins, AFK. I've tested both, and I've gotten best results with luck. If you're in third, then I would farm the pebbles, because if you were to do the pebble method, in 1 hour, like, what I mean by the pebble method is to completely fill your stash and then go and turn that all into armor and do the chest plates. You can make about 124,000 to about 150,000 per hour doing it that way with the pebbles, which will get you to the point where if you do that for a couple hours, then that should give you just about enough that you, if you're on Void, if you do that a few times, you should be able to get it pretty quickly. The fastest method is doing the peak mobs, because you can get about 300,000 per hour. Now, if you were to do, this isn't a fast method, but if you were to farm the large crystals and fill your stash, you would get about 360,000. The boulder one is better to AFK. If you have the ability to AFK the icy boulder, I would just do that, and you can make really good. You can get better money. It's boss time. I want a golem. I need a golem heart. I've always just been random with what I put in them. This is what I would do always. Look at the multipliers in the index and see what ores you have and try to use the highest multipliers that you can. And that's what I would never sell ores. I would always craft them, and even into small stuff, because if you look at the base price of ores, it's like 150, 174. You can get 700 to 800 just with 4 in one recipe. So I would never sell ores unless it's the cheap ones from basalt veins. Then I would sell that. You can do about 15,000. Always sell armor. Always heavy chest plates. It's not worth your time to do anything else. But doing it that way, I believe so, yes. When you do armor, do 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. So 10 of each kind. You'll either get legs or you'll get chest plates, but the odds are, even with the pants, you'll still get pretty good stuff. That's just what I do, so I can get the most out of my stuff. All right, we need vampire, and we have full crit, so we'll just do luck boost, so we can try to get some better stuff. How's it going, Marcy? I might actually... Did they buff the boss? Because it feels like the boss is doing more damage than normal. What'd you get? Huh? I mean, I didn't get a golem heart, but I got a miner shard too. I'll take that over nothing.
I have a shard.
It's not very good though. That's alright. I really want one more so I can do that recipe, but no. Alright, let's see here. Switch back to Angel. Alright, let's go back to mining downstairs. Oh. Hello. I just found a new spot. I didn't even know you could do that right there. Alright, medium's okay to mine. How long have I been playing? I've got 300 hours in the Forge. Or how long have I been on so far? About 2 hours. So I'm gonna play for probably about another hour or a half. I honestly think these crystals should not ever have any of the epic loot from... Like, I should never get Frost Fossil from these. It doesn't seem fair. I don't need this. Large crystal. Not that I'm aware of, and the reason... current one is 2 Golem Hearts, 2 Void Star, 2 Yeti, and then Evil Eye, but I'm going to try to change that out for Surafall once I get another Golem Heart. I've not had much luck lately fighting the Golem to get it. Appreciate the follow. Oh, I got a Coin Eye at least. Got 2 of those now. Alright, let's see. We need... not on... I'm on TikTok. I'm live on TikTok. So if you don't see the chat moving in YouTube, it's because I'm talking to people on TikTok. Ooh, Aetherlight. Yeah, Heavenite's really hard to get. I hadn't found it yet. Two Yeti Heart, 2 Golem Heart, 2 Void Star, and then you can either use a Surafall or an Evil Eye or Gargantuan. Gargantuan's the best, but I haven't got any lately. I usually do 2 to 3 hours a day, but I AFK overnight. You can only get the Stolen Heart out of the 1 runes, or out of these ones right here, and it's extremely difficult to get. How's it going, Rita? I don't like farming the small ones. I never get anything good from them. Appreciate that. Rapier is your best bet to use 6 ores. That's what I found. But personally, in my opinion, I don't. Oh, I gotcha. I always just go for Hellblade or Chaos. My personal opinion, but every time I try that, I always get the Cutlass or the other one that's not very good. It usually takes me 4 or 5 times. I think that people will get to the end and get bored, and if there's no new content, most people will stop playing, just like what happened with Grow a Garden. If they don't continue to add new content, it'll get old, just like any game on Roblox. They have their waves of popularity, and then as soon as they don't add new content, the games die. It's always that way. The reason why it hasn't died off now is because of hours of content. What's up?